Alright, so welcome back, guys, or welcome to this your first time here. I'm Vision here with Blind Entertainment, bringing you guys another video. Today we talk about Fear the Walking Dead upcoming season 6. Now, Fear the Walking Dead is something you're interested in. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon. Don't miss any more Fear the Walking Dead content from me moving forward. And I'll have a playlist to all my Fear the Walking Dead videos in the description box down below. But let's begin. Now, first up, let's talk about the news regarding Dwight possibly reuniting with Sherry. Now, that rumor has officially been confirmed. The Walking Dead's Twitter page confirmed it, and I think it's been confirmed by all the rest of social media and stuff like that. We had heard that she was down in Austin. Now, a lot of people are just saying, oh, maybe she's coming back. I right away knew, okay, Sherry's coming back, because the actress was down there. I always say there's no coincidences. If they're down there, they're going to be filming. And I know some people might not agree with that, but I always say that. If they're there, they're definitely filming. So that was no kind of, mistake. So, and we even got a picture of the two of them together. So that was very cool. I'm excited to see what they do with the reunion this season, how long it will take for them to be reunited. Now, there's a lot of theories going around that maybe she saves Morgan, or maybe that she's part of Virginia's group. I could go either way. It doesn't really matter to me. Just the reunion itself is exciting. Now, I know a lot of the Fear haters kind of bash this online, saying, oh god, we got another Fear character or Walking Dead character crossing over. And I'm just gonna respond by that, like, seriously? They've been hinting at this the entirety of season 5. You don't think that they're not gonna give us a payoff to that? Like, that's just dumb. And I know people are mad that they've been doing these crossovers. And yeah, I know some fans don't like them. I'm eventually going to say these are going to become common. I'm going to get into why I believe that, but they are definitely going to become more common than not, because I think that the Walking Dead franchise is expanding, and I do believe that they will eventually do these crossovers more often. But let's begin with this story, because we know she's there. Now, like I said, I think that they will definitely possibly do it in the first half. They can't leave us waiting the entire second half. Now, news has recently come out as well that they're not going to be breaking up the season into 8 episodes and then going on a break. They won't be doing that. They're going to play all 16 episodes straight through. I think that's mainly due to the fact that the new spin-off series is coming out, so they got to kind of rush them out. So, I think that's one of the reasons why they're doing that. But I think they have to do this within the first 8 episodes. They can't leave it till the second half. I think the Fear fans will just get annoyed because they're just hinting at it, and the main fans will just keep getting annoyed because we haven't heard from Sherry. But I don't care. As long as they do it within the first half, I think they're safe. Now, another piece of news that we have gotten recently, it's been rumored, and I almost think it's been confirmed at this point by some people. I'm not sure. I might have to look it up. But apparently we're getting a time skip in this season. Now, that's not totally a bad thing. I think if they did a time skip and then showed us our group after, say, a couple months after they got taken by Virginia, and see how they've been living under Virginia's rule, I think that would be an interesting concept. So I think that's a good idea. The only thing I'm weary about is the fate of Morgan. Now, we don't know what's going to happen to Morgan. Of course, we haven't heard anything from the actor. The showrunners haven't said anything. Now, this time jump could fix that, especially due to the fact that, like, if they play a trailer and it comes right after the fact, it's gonna ruin the fate of what happens to Morgan. So they kind of have to maybe do a time jump and then show, okay, he survived. I don't know. I'm kind of curious on how they're gonna play out the trailer. But this is very interesting news, and this is why I believe that they're gonna do more crossovers. We got news about The World Beyond. That's coming out right after The Walking Dead's season 10 finale. I'm going to get more into that in another video. But we know right now they're only getting 2 seasons. But I believe that they're going to ramp up something for season 7 of Fear, which I know fans aren't going to want it. But I do believe we'll get season 7 because it's still making AMC money. We'll have The Walking Dead season 11B next year around this time. And World Beyond will come out. Now, my prediction right now, I know it's only 2 seasons right now, but that could always change. But I believe that they're going to play all 3 shows back to back. Now, if you've watched the NBC Chicago franchise, they play all their Chicago shows on one night. Now, I think AMC could do something similar to that. If you look at NBC and what they do a whole Chicago Wednesday show for like Chicago Med, Fire, and PD. and that allows them to do crossovers. Now, apparently, with Fear, if they're doing another time jump, depending on how far in time they jump, they could be caught up with The Walking Dead and World Beyond, giving it the possibility for all three shows to cross over, like the Chicago franchise does. I believe that they could do that. Have like all three air on one night. Now I know fans might not like it due to the whole, Talking Dead. I'm kind of weary on Talking Dead right now. I've kind of gotten out of it. Maybe I'll do another whole video on why I'm kind of wearing off of Talking Dead. But I feel like if they did do that, they could get an actor from each show to come on and then talk about their respective show. Like, you could have Norman Reedus come on and talk about his show. You could have, Alicia Denham Carey come on and talk about that show. And then you can have one of the actors from World Beyond and talk about their show. I do believe that they could do that. And plus, I feel like it will save the AMC money in a way. I don't know. Well, actually, it probably won't, because they won't have that airtime. But I think it also will save the possibility of the franchise being oversaturated, because I do believe that's something that's going to happen soon, and we don't want that. And I do believe, you might not agree with me, but I do believe that if they keep going down this route, it's going to be oversaturated. I think, look at it right now, 42 weeks of the year contained of Walking Dead content. Think about that. That's almost an entire year. Like, I feel like that really is a bad thing. First, we got news regarding Mo Collins being promoted to a series regular. She plays Sarah on Fear the Walking Dead. Now, I'm very excited for this. I really love Sarah and Wendell. I hope that Daryl Mitchell, who plays Wendell, is also promoted. But I do like both of these characters very much. I feel like their comedic role very much complements the show. I know some comedic roles can be very annoying where they just, they oversaturate it and go over the top. But I feel like these characters are implemented in a way where their comedic role is used in a positive way and not where it's all, comedy all in your face. And I know there's a lot of hate towards Mo Collins because she used to be on Mad TV, which from what I understand was like some kind of like sketch comedy something. I don't know. But know who else is on Mad TV? Jordan Peele, who has gone on to do some of the scariest movies of late in the movies. So if he can't do those things because he was on Mad TV, then, or if he can do those things and be on Mad TV, then why can't Sarah? Like, I think that kind of stuff is very stupid. It's very ignorant, and I just feel like if you believe that, just be like, reevaluate some things. Because like, if he can be on Mad TV and make those movies, then she's allowed to be on here doing her stuff. And yes, is it a little comedic? Yes, but you need those moments of comedic relief. You can't have dark moments on Fear the Walking Dead all the time, and you can't have that with The Walking Dead, and you don't. You need these kind of moments, and I think they do very well. And I'm curious to see what this does for Sarah in season 6. We know she got a lot more screen time in season 5, so I'm curious to see what they do with her. She got split up from Wendell, so I'm very interested to see what goes on here. One thing I hope they give her is screen time of different characters. Like, she spent a lot of time with Morgan, and I really want to see her branch out with different characters. Like, have her spend time with someone maybe like Alicia or Charlie. Have her spend time maybe with Strand. We haven't seen too much of their relationship. I know they kind of had a glimpse of it. Maybe Dwight, they haven't had too much screen time with. But do something where she hangs out with different characters. Have her hang out with John Dory. Or, June. Someone like that. I think if you give these characters... we know they're getting split up. And we know there's going to be, them in different areas. So you should implement it where you put different characters together who haven't interacted much. I think that could help the show and expand on a lot of characters and make fans get more interested in these characters. Like, take Alicia. Put her and Sarah together. Fans who don't like Sarah, they can maybe grow to like Sarah over time if she spends time with Alicia. Like, you could easily do things like that. I think that'd be an interesting thing to do, and I really hope they go down this road. Other set of casting news we got was that Colby Strong, who played Wes last season, has also been promoted to a series regular. Now, I actually really enjoyed this character. I feel like this Fear the Walking Dead, while fans might not like where it's going, I feel like they implemented some very well characters in the second half. Like, especially with Wes, and you got the rabbi, you got some really cool characters introduced in the second half of last season. And I think Wes and the rabbi are two of them. and very interested to see what they do with Wes. I hope he sticks around, and I feel like him and Alicia, if they continue to develop their some relationship in a way, could be like the Maggie and Glenn of Fear. I know I said it a while back with Jake and Alicia back in season 3. However, the writers idiotically wrote Jake off for some stupid reason. That's a video for another time. But I think Wes is a very interesting character. And I think, again, him and Alicia could have something. I know some fans want her to be LGBT and hook up with Al, which I still don't understand that. They're like have a 28-year age difference. Maybe that's just me, but that's a little tad bit creepy and just gross. Not that it's not for the whole, LGBT fan. I'm all down for that. But I just feel weird when you have like a 20-year-old hooking up with a 40-year-old. That just is weird and uncomfortable for me. And that goes even if it's a man and a woman. I still think that's weird and gross. But back to Wes. I really am interested to see what they do with him. I like the idea of him being an artist. That's something new on the show for both Fear and the main show. And I know fans didn't like how he got Alicia into the whole painting trees. Given what happened at the end, though, I think they're well past that at this point. They're probably going to go down a different route. But I could easily, even if they do like those painted trees again, I could kind of see it fitting into a story in a way to how they connect back. Like with them painting something to, tell the group where they're going or where they're headed. Something like that. I don't think we're going to get too much of that. I think it's more these two characters hopefully bonding. I would also like to see him interact with some different characters. Maybe have him and Morgan meet up. Have them have a nice relationship if Morgan survives. Maybe him and John Dory. Him and Strand. He's new to the show, so they could easily put him with different characters and develop relationships between the two of them. I think he could easily be built up to be a new fan favorite. And I really enjoy his character as well, so I do hope that's something they do. And I really do hope it's something that works out good for the character. Because I think Wes is one of those characters that can stick around for a bit. The last bit of casting news I wanted to talk about was the casting of Zoe Colletti, I think it's called. I probably just butchered her name. But she has been added to the cast as a new series regular in the main cast. Now, I'm curious to see what role she'll play. I think she's been in Scary Stories You Tell in the Dark, the Nickelodeon reboot of the old 90s show. I never checked out that show, but I'm interested to see what this actress brings to the show. She's 18 now. A lot of Fear fans are making this stupid comments about how Fear's going all kids show because they hired an 18-year-old actor. Now, if you look at the evidence, you had Enid, Carl, you had Lizzie, Mika, all these kids on the main show. Did it ever turn into that? No. Because just because you have kids doesn't mean you're aiming for that audience. You're being stupid if you honestly believe that. You're being an ignorant idiot. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. But again, I'm curious to see what kind of role this actor plays on the show. She's 18, so I'm curious to see if maybe she forms some kind of bond with Charlie, maybe. They're both young women, so I think that could be an interesting concept. Charlie kind of is like an outlier or outsider in the group because she really doesn't have anybody other than Alicia to connect with. She has kind of made some connections, but I feel like if they add in this character maybe to our group, it could add something more to her character, which I think is very much needed. But like I said, this casting news is very interesting, and I'm very excited to see what they do with these characters in Season 6. Love Wes, and I'm curious to see what they do with him next season. Love Mo Collins as Sarah, so very excited to see both those characters promoted. Hopefully Daryl Mitchell is also promoted, because I love Wendell. He's an awesome character as well. Yeah, guys, those are my thoughts and opinions regarding some of the new casting news and news of Sherry's return for Season 6 of Fear the Walking Dead. As always, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and share. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon. That wouldn't miss any more Fear the Walking Dead content from me moving forward. And you can go follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which are linked in the about section on my YouTube channel. As always, this is my Vision here with Dwight Entertainment, and I'll see you next time.